Hi, welcome back to the Happiness IRA, where we talk about how money weaves itself into your life. Today, I have a video queued up to teach you a little bit for you self-employed folks how to transition specifically from having all of your income coming into one bank account to at least separating out enough to pay for taxes. So we're just going to take one little baby step here. Now, this is a conversation I had started in a presentation I gave this week, and I realized I forgot one of the tools that I was going to tell them about. So I figured it's an app. We can talk about it here on my YouTube channel. Let's get started. Now, because self-employed folks have to pay both sides of FICA and income can be a little bit higher often, we typically say to save at least 30% of your income automatically into a separate bank account that is specific for taxes. Now, I often like to use credit unions for this because credit unions just don't function the same way as regular banks. So if you have your traditional banking, let's say at Huntington or PNC or wherever, maybe set up with a local credit union in your area. Here in Canton, check out Patty Benson at Buckeye State Credit Union. She's fantastic, super helpful, very efficient and quick. You'll love working with her. So how do we do that? How do we make it automatic? Well, there's a really neat new app that I ran into called Capital that I'd like to go over. Now I'm going to show you a screenshot. I've never done this on my phone before, so bear with me as I muddle through what this looks like for you. Just logging in and getting into Capital. There is a passcode on this app. You want to make sure you use it. You are able to transfer money via this app, so you want to make sure it's passcode protected. All right, so I was kind of messing around on the app and set up a goal for my husband and I. We're hitting our 10-year anniversary next year, so I was thinking about saving some money towards that. We already have some money set aside. But let's create a new goal for you. So we're going to click in here, and it gives you some different options of what you could possibly be saving toward. As far as saving for taxes, nothing really stuck out to me, so I clicked something else. And what are we going to call this goal? Like a boss. Pay self-employment taxes. Now, just to keep this simple, let's look at $100,000 of income, saving 30%. Keep the math easy. 30,000 can go in, and then we're going to activate some rules. So there's some different rules that are available to you. We're going to click new rule, and how would you like to save? There's the roundup rule, which is just, I talked about this in a previous video, the acorns, same type of idea. Spend less rule for those who really love budgeting. When you come under, then it saves the difference. Guilty pleasure rule. I have some real problems with this one, but I guess that's for another day. I feel like adding saving to something that's a guilty pleasure is only going to encourage you to do that guilty pleasure more often, but it's interesting. You can check it out. Set it and forget it rule. That's just setting up your daily, weekly, monthly deposits on an automatic basis. You can even connect it to your Apple Watch or your fitness goals and reward yourself via saving. And then you can use IFTT. Pretty cool app. I'm not going to go into it. All right, and that gets us to the freelancer rule, which it says set aside 30% for tax day every time you get paid. This is exactly what a self-employed person needs to do. So what you have to have set up here, we'll go into it. All right, we're going to create a new rule, and you'll notice that it says that you're linking bank accounts. As I mentioned before, you are moving money. So you need to be very aware of who has access to this app. When you connect two bank accounts, the assumption here is that you have two bank accounts. So you have the option of changing the amount that you want to trigger your 30% to be taken from. 100 was a little bit low thinking about realtors, so I just put in 1,000 or 500, depending on where you are, what types of transactions you have with your self-employment business. It will dictate what you want to put there. Saving 30% and then sending it to the linked funding account. So we're setting up the freelancer rule, the like a boss. We're going to get to that $30,000 saving amount. It's kind of cool. You could add an additional person into this savings goal. So if this doesn't really make sense for your taxes, but if there's another goal that you and your spouse are saving toward, you could both be connected on this and saving together. Okay, so this is requiring me to put in a pretty picture. I don't have one. I don't really want to scroll through my phone photos, so I'm just going to take a quick selfie. Hello. How lovely. How important it is to have such a beautiful picture as part of your savings. So that's the Capital app. I really just focused on that freelancer tool within the Capital app that allows automatic savings. Automatic savings are really the ticket to your success with mastering your money. So you have to get to the point of doing that. For self-employed people, it's a little bit more difficult because we don't have the avenues of an automatic 401k or paying for our taxes right out of our paycheck handled by somebody else. Everything has to be from within. We have to be self-motivated to do it. So any trick or tip that we can trigger to help us and get automated is a good one. All right, friends, that's all for today. I hope you enjoyed the little rundown for self-employed people who are looking to just specifically save for taxes on an automatic basis. Keep saving and you take care.